Welcome to Shoot the Shit with Shooter, sponsored by Marvel Dub 7s.
Welcome to this week's episode of Shoot the Shit.
Direct.
Modesto, Motown, RyanTBM, ValleyBiz.
The dude, working man.
ValleyBiz, like you guys. He's the truth to me.
Hey, that's what's up.
We're just shooting the shit.
We out here, shooting the shit.
Salute. How's that? Yeah, what's happening? We here. Welcome to this week's episode of Shooting the Shit. This time we got Ryan from Stockton with us. What's happening? Tell people what you've been up to, Ryan.
Oh man, what's up, people? Not too much lately, man. Just chilling, just kind of talk like everyone right now. Quarantined up at the house. Trying to ride when I can, but kind of just chilling right now, trying to deal with all the legal shit I got going on right now. Yeah, you know. And yeah, I'm going to still be on probation for like a couple more years, but it's informal.
Okay.
So yeah, smooth now.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, living that Stockton life.
Trying not to.
It's
Trying not to, bro.
There's good parts, there's good and bad.
We're trying to better ourselves, though, you know.
You see,
2020, man. We're trying to do better.
Yeah, that's why we out here doing this shit.
You already know.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. Let's get back into it. When did you first start riding BMX bikes, and what was the reason, like, what got you into it?
Riding BMX bikes forever, bro. Had a little brain fart there. Since like middle school, probably, like, you know what I mean, just fucking around, like doing little grinds on curbs and shit, like around middle school. But then, like around 15, 16, when we started, like, you know, taking trips and like trying to do crazy, you know what I mean, getting down.
Yeah. That's what's up. Shit, actually, I forgot. Let me know how old you are and how long you've been riding for.
Super old, bro. Old head. I just turned 34 on me.
You did? Happy birthday.
Yeah, you already know.
Yes, sir.
I don't like counting them anymore, bro. Like, it's cool though. I still feel cool for 34, you know, like to still be able like to ride and do. It's cool.
Yeah, shit, normal 34-year-olds.
It catches up though. Like, dude, I've been feeling it lately, bro.
When I went to San Jose, we went to San Jose, tried that clip the rest of the week. Dylan, I was looking.
I didn't expect that, bro. I'm glad you went back though, cause like I saw how close you were getting, and it was, man, you know what I mean? Like you pretty much stomped it a few times, but just I don't know, like, to be that close from it and then not to get it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you went back up.
Exactly, I'm used to walking away. Sometimes something goes bad.
The
like the cops show up, I get hurt, my window closes, or I'm about to get hurt. Just gotta know when to stop.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, good.
What was your first BMX experience like? Not just riding a bike down the road, but like your first real, ooh, BMX, that's what BMX is?
Probably, might have been with dirt, to be honest. There used to be, in Lodi, behind Target, they used to have like some pretty nice trails out there, and then in Stockton, what was that? Off March behind In-N-Out, they used to have the jumps over there, and like, I mean, they weren't crazy and stuff, but the fools were hucking, like, you know what I mean, going hella big, hucking shit, and like that kind of got me juiced on it. But this is like, that's like 97, bro, 1997.
Yeah.
So like these bikes, you know what I mean? Like these bikes are not like the bikes today,
no,
bro.
It was at least double the weight, if not
double
triple.
the weight, yeah. It was cool though. Those days were fun, bro.
Good days. Good days. Yeah. Where does your like style of riding come from? Or where would you say your style of riding is first?
I mean, obviously like street, you know what I mean? I'm a street cat, but style wise, I mean, I don't know. I try to draw like inspiration from the homies. Like I'm not too big on like, I don't keep up to date with like all what the pros are doing and stuff.
It goes too fast.
And like, I mean, it's tight where they're taking it and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of like get like see what the homies are doing, like people around me. You know what I mean? And like draw off that, you know, that energy. Shit, what kind of style riding? Like, dude, like hugging, like, I mean, for a while there, I mean, everyone knows Mr. Double Peg, you know what I'm saying? Like, pull up and double peg a rail, like, that was my hype for a long time. But, shit, I don't know what
Well, shit, back in the days, that was the shit. Like, you just double peg the biggest rail, the craziest curve. Like, I always say early, because the golden era.
I mean, like,
we didn't have all them tricks. But not how you stop.
I want to keep up to date. Like, if there's like, man, because I know I could like send some crooks or like some other things on rails, but it's like at my point, like, I've taken so many L's and like so many injuries that like, I just do it for the love. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't sit out for another year. You know, so I kind of like, I mean, I hate to say that, but it's like, you got to survive out here. So it's like. I kind of just stick with what I mean, I hate to say that, but I stick with what I know on the rails right now, you know? Like,
yeah, well, shit, same here. I used to be able to do weird wild shit, but now I just nose man and shit. You know?
You ain't lying.
All I do is flip over the bars, my bike takes no damage.
Just pull up to the spot, nose manual for an hour and shit.
Get all sit down,
go to the corner and shit. What are you doing, my boy?
No, that's what happens when you get up there. We're not that old, but
I noticed, oh my bad. I noticed too, like when I came back, like after that long time I was gone, like when I was 30 and up age-wise, I wouldn't like, my riding switched from stuff that would take me hella tries, like lines and like stuff that would take, you know what I mean, stuff that would take like 15, 20 tries, like, cause I wasn't, I don't know, my old ass, I wasn't really with that anymore, so I was like trying to do stuff where it's like, you either get a tight clip or like you eat shit, kind of, like, I mean, that's kind of how it was, but, I don't know.
It's just being out there.
Yeah, dude, that's what it's all about, dude. It's, you know, like,
even if you are like the best rider out there, but you ain't clicking with the people, out there.
Could care less who's the best, dude. Like, you could be the best rider ever, and if you can't kick it with the homies and be cool, like, I could fuck about you, dude.
You got some homies that barely even like fucking bunny hop or wall ride or anything, and they still kick it tough, more tough. Let's just get that part wrong.
Dude, like. Dude, some people take taking it too serious, dude. Like, we're all grown and ride bike. Like, I get it if you're like, if you're surviving that way and like you're eating that way. Like, some people, like, I don't know. Like, I watch the youngins now, so like, I don't know, dude. I just look at it different, bro.
Graham kind of messed about that. Every time, like before it was DVDs or VHSs and DVDs, and then web edits came out, that messed everything up.
You used to be able to eat off of like making DVDs and tapes back in the day. Like you could make it, like if they were to do Percept back in the day, and like, not, I mean, Percept cleaned up anyways, but if it was like back, like people were like you go to the local bike shop, you know what I mean? They'd have, like, you know what I mean? You could make, nowadays everything's to the ground and like everyone,
I remember going to bike shops having like a good little corner of the table, display case or whatever, had like different videos. I
got the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 11 inches.
Talk about it.
What?
Talk about it, about what that is.
What you got going on?
Whew. Got the old breathalyzer right here, San Joaquin issue, buddy. Don't get you one of these, man.
Let's stay responsible right there, fellas.
5 times a day.
Hey.
Yeah, 5 times a day, bro. And it's $7.50 per day that I gotta pay for this. So I just made my very last payment on it.
Nice. You're saying really like a couple more days, huh?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be doing mania shit though in court, trying to cheat these things. Cause you know what I mean? Some people can't stop drinking.
Because that's for like just drinking, right? Just alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear any crazy stories of fools trying to like how they try to beat that?
Oh, bro, all day.
Our homies blowing it.
So our homies blowing it, like, cause it takes a picture. So some fools, would go to like the hardware store and get like the plastic like tubing.
Okay.
And like get one that goes here so that they could put their mouth up to it, and when their homie blows, it takes the picture still.
Yeah.
Dude, the best one was full on it before I got off ankle, because the ankle monitor takes your sweat glands.
Oh shit.
It tests for alcohol, and that one can get drunk. No, that one can't get drunk. But it gets your sweat glands. And homie pulled up to court, and they were like, the people that run this company are there, and they like vouch for you, like, yo, he's on track or he's not on track. And they're like, he's getting funny readings on his ankle. And the judge was like, all right, well, go take a look at it, make sure it's straight. The dude goes over there, and all of a sudden he's like, bailiff, get over here, put your hands up. And homie killed a lizard and then wrapped a lizard skin around the sensor because he thought that it would filter out the alcohol, fool. And he was just drinking all the time.
Oh my god, yes. The hood little scheme is the best. Lizard
We'll get arrested all the time in there, dude.
That is gnarly. That's hey, he tried. He tried. You got everybody always got some like crazy ass stories that only BMX riders would have. One little wild BMX memory you want to most favorite or something. Like, oh shit, I can tell this one.
Oh, bro, the memory bag is deep, dude. You know the goons we all hang around.
We got many memory bags you can dig in right now.
I don't even know how to pick one of those. Like, I feel like every trip, every trip would go on, like, but back, I mean, his question, like, back in the day, I guess, like, I don't know, some of the wildest days I feel like were kind of like around the time I first started, like, meeting some of the Modesto cats, and, like, Elk, and, like, Drew, I remember Drew, yeah, like, some of those days were kind of wild, dude, because there were some, like, characters, and, you know, like, myself included, you know what I mean, we were all, like,
everybody was young that days. It was a big clique those days. Pap was coming out here.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, like,
Tom.
Growing up, Pap was honestly one of the like very first people that got me into riding because he stayed pretty close to me.
Oh, that's right. He was in Stockton too.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, he used to right there, kind of where Eddie mom is.
Oh, okay.
Like, and Pap was the guy. Like, he was always pushing it. So like I used to mean, like, he was the one in the circle, like, always pushing it, always like looking up to that fool, and he was doing crazy shit.
Oh yeah, when I met him too, he was. When I met that dude, he was staying in San Jose, and he had a Beamer.
Oh, okay.
And he hopped out. It was like my first time going on a San Jose trip, like with all the hella homies.
Yeah.
It actually was my very first one, I think. We pulled up, we went to like the bay to go ride, like Livermore or something. And we had like 2 cars full of people trying to stay at someone's house. We were drunk, partying, we got kicked out of that house, had to go to San Jose to stay at Pap's house. We pull up, there's like 2 couches and all the furniture, I don't know. He had hella roommates, it was just a BMX house.
Yeah.
It was just a typical BMX house. And fucking, we pulled up before him, this fool hops, parks up in his Beamer, opens the door in his driveway, hella traps, pulls out with a cup of beer in his hand, goes to slam his driver door shut, like, what's up? But a rubber seal for his doors, and like, won't let it shut.
Yeah.
So his door keeps flapping, tries it 2 or 3 times, and finally he kicks it, says, fuck it, and that shit pinches closed, and then, still in the truck. And then fucking, it was so tossed. That was my first time meeting Pap.
That was
14 or 15. That was my first impression of Pap. And then the very next day, I full hungover, probably, but couldn't even tell by the way I full road.
I feel bad for when I first met you guys, dude. Like, that point in my, I was, man.
Well, when we first met, I was young. I wasn't like, I guess we said, you're intimidated. You were like talked up as the street homie. Stockton, you and Eddie.
Yeah.
2 hood fools. They don't fuck with those fools.
Oh, really?
That's how it was for us. Like,
really?
Because we were with Garrett Adams and everybody. It was like fucking. Those were kind of like not looked up, but I was under their wing when I started riding, and you were like their bigger homies. And they talked like memories of you guys, parties, but you guys fucking fools up and trying to start shit or just us being us. Fucking you and Eddie were the two Stockton, like, oh, this is Stockton boys coming through today.
Dude, Eddie used to get it in, dude. He showed me, or he posted an old edit, like a couple months ago or whatever. That's what used to get it. I can't let this boy. Actually, no, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool like that.
Because it's all tucked behind the back.
Not bad.
Shout out to Jason Johnson. True.
He was putting it out on his.
I know. I feel like, it's my bad, bro. I straight forgot. The last TBM shirt I had, the EMTs cut off. So we need to get a new batch of shirts, my guy. Shout out to Eddie. You need your windows tinted. Holla.
Yeah, you need your windows tinted.
The jug. At California Tint. Holla.
Holla at him. You got a favorite city to ride in?
Yeah.
To film, ride, whatever?
It's always bouncing back and forth, kind of. Probably. I mean, overall, if I had to just like say one, I like open. I like to ride in open. Yeah. But I mean, there's a ton of, you know what I mean? There's a ton of little pockets that cities that got spots. I mean, the city, San Francisco is always fun. Yeah, there's spots all over the bay. They're probably open. You know where it has some hidden spots too? Like, I can't be putting that up. Never mind.
Ooh, let's share that. Save that in the bank for later.
Yeah. Basically, I know some spots.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, something about just the whole, because you know what I mean, like half the trip for me is like, you know, being in a new city, exploring, and you know what I mean, the open vibe, you gotta, the open vibe, and they have spots out there, bro. Yeah.
Always you see people riding on scraper bikes or something. We'll see some shit out there too.
And plus, when I came back, like after rehab, the first trip that I went on, it had been years. The first trip I went on was with Bob and Eddie. And you know, Bob, you took us into the little gritty grits of Oakland. It's been years, and like that day just re-sparked like that whole like bike shit, dude.
Like you never left, basically. Like you reminded you why you always went.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Bob knows where he goes to the. He got some spots where people should not be going.
Those are the best, though.
Those are the best. Those are the best. Because nobody goes there. And if they don't know it, not anybody can go. If you're some surfer white boy nerd looking for them, they gonna get you. We don't know how to
well, that's
interact
the thing,
with your
dude,
body.
like, because a lot of the good spots are in situations like that. You just gotta be aware of, like,
yeah, there you go.
Just watch for signs. Like, you know, if you see the same car like scraping by, like, you know what I mean, doubling back. Like, you just gotta read. You know what I mean?
Or you see a bum hopping out, looking, and go and call somebody, and they come back. Like,
or like, at least like in the Stockton, like people they'll come up acting like they wanna film and shit, like they're hella into it. And then I've seen fools get like side busted and shit. You know, they're hella. Dude, I've even seen fools eat shit, and then homies come up and like rob him because they know he just ate shit hella bad. Like I've seen some grimy shit before. Dude.
They're on there. It's rough. They're on the hunt for whatever. Actually, yeah, back in the day, I heard stories about that, like riding in Stockton, like Garrett and other fools, or just other local fools wouldn't even ride. Like if you ride in Stockton, you eat shit, pick your bike up instantly. Like I never believed it, but then I've heard stories, and then I went and started riding out there.
Back in those days, I forget who it was. These fools from Sac. You remember the spot on Waterloo Road? It was a ledge. It had a yellow coping. It went up and flat, and then it had a little bit taller one next to it. Bottom, so that's what it does.
Yeah.
Like that used to be on like the Blade, dude. Like the prostitutes would literally like chill on, like they would take breaks and shit on the ledge.
Wow.
And they were trying to figure out what the spot was, and I told them, but I was like, you know what I mean, like just be on the lookout, you know what I mean, like be safe over there. And
yeah.
You know, whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah. And they got stripped, and they got their cameras and shit too. Told them, bro, you gotta
give you the heads up. That right there is why I always would like to check in the local. Whoever stays there, they know the area. Like, hey, I want to go here. What's a good time to go? What's not? All that stuff. That shit's crazy though. You told them, and they got peeled still to us.
Oh god. I mean, that happened anywhere though, you know.
It could. As long as you're not aware, it could happen anytime. We're all have you traveled? Like how far is your back cover?
California.
Okay.
Pretty much. I haven't got to ride San Diego. I've been through there, but I haven't even got to like ride it. But I mean, LA, Fresno, all over the Bay, all over the Valley. As high up north as Redding. I don't think I've slid past Redding for bike shit. I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to get up there, but yeah, I would say Redding.
That's still pretty up there. It's damn near Nevada.
Redding's got a spot. That's okay. That's one of those cities that's a little slept on. At least I don't know if it's slept on up there, but for us, like I don't hear too many people talking about Redding.
Me either. Except for back in the day. Do you remember Redding BMX, RDG BMX?
I do.
Remember those fools?
Yeah.
They were fucking.
But that was more parking dirt, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Dude, spots. Redding spots.
Yeah. I've never been out there, but I've seen them.
Went on a work trip, and I brought my bike and shit, but it was too. I wasn't sending it solo. It was some.
Okay. What's your you got all-time favorite bike video?
I don't know, dude. There's not one that just jumps out at me. I used to like old animal videos. Used to be be into props. Road Full's a lot coming up way back in the day. You know what I mean?
Those were the shit.
Yeah.
Those were the shit.
I still have a collection on VHS.
Yeah.
At the house right now. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. You know who always had bike videos was either AB or Garrett.
I could see AB having.
He has a collection. He has lots of ones.
I could see that.
He's like a BMX nerd almost.
But yeah, I mean, I know some fools have like be having their favorite and shit. Like I don't know.
I don't really. Yeah, some fools do. I don't even really think I have a favorite.
I don't keep into videos and shit that much, to be honest with you, dude. Like, I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. When I know like some. I mean, if it's the local homies and shit, I'm all on that. But
Yeah.
like, other than that, like I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
It's hard to keep up, and sometimes like I don't know, dude. It just do me, bro.
Yeah, just
do me, bro. I just have fun with it, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I couldn't
fun.
even tell you the only. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the newest little video shit.
I have watched a couple. You know who I've been feeling lately? Is Brock Radford? I don't know how you say his last name. Brock.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, killing it. I think I like this. And then I was watching King Champion video. It was dope.
I've watched it.
I was gonna tell you what crew I do know about. That's the Mafia, bro.
Hey.
Let me just put that out there.
Well, shit, I'm gonna go to these questions first and foremost. What is the Bicycle Mafia? How to start? When to start?
So the Mafia, man, a bunch of old, washed up fucking playboys, dude.
Okay.
Straight up.
Alright.
Yeah, just the homies, bro. Homies. Bicycle Mafia. Yeah, been around forever, dude. Not, on 98.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
Just start like a.
Pap was like the one who like brought me in.
No way.
Yeah.
So it was like Pap's the originator.
He didn't start it, no, but he was like one of the first.
Gotcha.
It was like, back in those days it was Pap. We didn't call him Pat back then. So we had a bunch of names for him. But it was Pat, and then my homie Ben, and John, and AJ, a bunch of other cats too. But yeah, they had the Bicycle Mafia thing going, and like back then they had, when it first went around, everyone in the crew had to rock big cheese grips. You know, the ones with the stars on them. The hella colorful ones.
Yeah.
You had to rock those, and you had to have like one part of your bike duct tape. And then we had this, there was a gap at UOP, you had to like do a trick over the gap. You had to hit 15 turn, no, or the 15 or the green rail. One of those, either the green rail 15. And there was like a list of, like we used to put kids through the ringer and shit back in the day.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's dope. So what is it now? Like, what has it turned into over there?
TV was like a lifelong, I mean, because it's not like, I'm not trying to, never was trying to make like a business or, you know, a brand out of it, you know what I mean? Just like just trying to be in the streets, you know, just some street legends.
There you go. For real, you and Jason right there already covers it.
I mean, because everyone has their own little group of homies that they like, and that's. I just wasn't gonna let it die out, you know what I mean? Like I felt like they had too many years and too much like good riders and shit for it just to like never go into, you know what I mean? Came back from the ashes and shit, you know?
Yeah, you brought it back to life.
Yeah.
Is it, you guys are even so there's like no team, it's just your guys' homie clique.
So it's a team. Like I mean,
there's so few of you guys that like
there's some rank and shit, you know what I mean? Like for people who've been in there and a lot of people, like you know what I mean? Like
GTBM.
yeah, like but Jason, you know what I mean? Like that's my right hand, like we joke around like the VP, and we joke around and shit the VP, like you've been around forever. I mean, it's kind of just all like hella people rep it that I wouldn't say like are so like much like
Die hard.
you know what I mean? Like in the squad like that, but people will still rep it and shit, like which is cool, dude. Like it's just all, dude, it's all the homies.
It's just exactly. Yeah.
It used to be, I used to kind of try to like be more like thorough with it and have like a straight team and like, no, I just have fun with it, bro.
That's what it's about.
Like when you ran those shirts for me, I just give them out to everybody. Like,
I
didn't sell them or anything. I just give them out to people.
We gotta make another run of those. So you've been riding, like you say, you've been riding bikes for a long time. You've been in the BMX game for a while. But you gotta take a little hiatus for a while. Kind of like kind of like the high spot of it for the valley scene, so not many people would kind of know about your past, I guess.
Yeah.
Like elaborate, care to tell these youngsters your little Central Valley legendary history real quick? Because I mean, for me, you got some stature in it.
Okay. Rank.
I got some rank in this.
Rank out here in these waters.
In these waters. From when I started, you were the first few people I heard stories of bike riding, like tricks and shit. You were up there.
I'll take it. Damn, I didn't even think about that too. Like, yeah, when I fell, that was at like the high point too, when I kind of fell off.
Yeah, it was.
It was, huh?
Yeah, everybody. And then like right after that, we started going out of town all the time.
Yeah, because I was probably like 25 when I stopped, when I fell off. Dude, you know what's crazy? Seriously, for 5 years straight, bro, like I didn't touch my bike. Like, I didn't, like, not one time. Like,
no way.
yeah. Crazy shit, dude.
You just busy living life or?
Don't do drugs. I mean, it was honest. Yeah, to answer the question, like, yeah, I fell off because of drugs, pretty much back in the day, dude. And females and partying, you know what I mean? Like the whole scene.
But you say you're 25 or something, right?
Oh yeah, 25, yeah. And then like, after a while, I just stopped for. It was crazy. Like I was in a relationship with the chick, right? We were like probably like 4.5 years together, and like she didn't even know me as like a person that rode bikes and shit. Like it was super. That was a weird time in my life, bro. Like that was a weird time, dude.
A lot of people do stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's life.
Dude, that's part of what saved me though on the comeback. You know, I mean. I still have my struggles, and I still, you know, I smoke tree and stuff from time to time, but like riding's always been there and helped me, bro. Kept me sane when I come back. Do you want this or no? I'm kind of cool. But what else? What were you saying?
Tell the youngsters about your history, your valley history.
Oh.
Tell them why. Like we talk about you, how we talk about it. We praise the legendary RyanTBM.
I don't know. What is the legend, bro? I don't know. I mean, I guess I've always just done crazy stuff, dude. Like kind of always get in trouble and shit, and shit, been around. I don't know probably because I've been around. Man, I've been around for generations of these stockton street riding. To be honest, dude, like
you are.
Yeah, and you know, crazy stuff happens out there. So like, I don't know. I guess because I've been around forever, dude.
Yeah, probably. Just like same with Jason. You know, the MNT been there the longest.
Yeah, with Jason, Jason was a superstar and shit back in the day. Yeah.
He was the superstar.
Because I mean, I was never that dude that was like the best and shit. You know, like it wasn't about that for me. But like,
you usually gnarly rails though.
Yeah.
Gnarly shit.
But Jason had that. Like Jason was that boy. Like he was doing like. I think I was just always around. Like, I was just always there. I was always in the street. I was always riding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I rep the area because I felt like no one else really does. I mean, I know you guys do for Modesto, but I felt like not that many people rep it for bikes. So fuck it.
Yeah, might as well.
I always did. I always, pushed Stockton Valley and.
My bad.
Wake up, son.
I know.
Why not entertained? Are you not entertained? Whoa.
No, my bad. I just got toasted that.
Okay. Hit you with
Give me that gladiator shit or Russell shit.
Nah, bro.
You don't like this question. Fuck. I don't remember what it was. I forgot exactly.
Got it.
Actually, let's just take a break and
Switch it?
Part off.
A lot of people stand up to like the spot masters and and they got spots for days. It's up with the spot Bible you got.
Spot Bible, bro. That's a legit one.
You got a real spot Bible, you got like pictures of spots. I seen it.
You know me, bro. You might know about my spot, but it's pretty. I started. I can't give out. I'm not gonna give out game like that on how I found them all, but
No, yeah.
I can't. But yeah, it's like all organized. Yeah, it's got addresses. I even wrote like what's at this spot, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You never forget. Yeah, you got it by like city too, huh?
Because I was into that for a while. I mean, shit, I'm stealing. I can't right now because my circumstances, but dude, I'm all about just like lurking, trying to find spots.
Yeah. There's times you hit me, you're like, hey bro, I'm gone today over here in like 3 hours. Hit me if you're coming. Wake up late, 30 minutes later, and you're gone.
There's there's other people that are with it too, for sure. Like I mean, there's shit. You know, but yeah.
There's a lot of people that just pick up and not many, but there's a lot.
I love finding those new spots.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like streets so much too, is like finding the spots.
Yeah. What's it like at Stockton? You still go out and ride the street? You still ride the same spots, or you go find more and shit?
I keep trying to find more. Like I'm gonna find some new building and shit around the corner. If anything, we're losing them. If you've never been there, it's fire. Like, but it's all like I've been there for so long that it's just like road and all. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, there's good ass spots out there. Though.
It is. I liked it going back because for a couple of years, basically when I never really rode Stockton. Like we did back in the day, and then when everyone from Stockton stopped riding, I really stopped riding. And then we started back up.
There's more out north too. Everyone always goes downtown. Downtown's fire, but if you venture out north, there's spots too.
Yeah.
The campuses.
We really see a chase out of that shit.
Thanks to our boy Pierre.
Oh my god, they know my first name. Pierre, goddammit, get the hell up out of here.
Boy, ruined that school, spot killer. I've had the security people like chase after us just because there was a black homie with us. They were like, Pierre, get out of here. It wasn't even Pierre and shit.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It was like riding with that guy. He's your own bull right there.
That's my favorite dude to ride with.
It's just you and him.
We have hella fun, dude, when we ride. Sometimes I used to get him because he was like so persistent about getting his clips. Like back in the day, like there'd be times where he would like we'd be riding the bay all day, drug all the way home, smoking and shit. And he's like, actually, like I don't know, I'm not really happy with my clips. Like, will you drop me off downtown? I'm like, what? Like I'm whooped. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go home, and he's just hungry for. But yeah, he's cool. That's the homie, bro. That's my little bro. I have hella fun when I ride with that fucker.
Oh, it's always entertaining.
Yeah, we get there. That's my boy, dude. My boy, Fuego. Pierre looked out though, like on some real shit. Like when I went through the stuff with my foot, my face, like.
Oh yeah.
People can say whatever they want, but my boy fucking Fuego was pulling up with me all the time, like if I needed shit, because I couldn't like get around, you know. So
yeah, your foot. Yeah.
My boy looked out. Yeah.
That's just
I fuck with my boy.
Outside of bikes, it's real.
Yeah, no, real shit. That's his homie.
You and him together, definitely.
He restarted too, like on some real shit. Like when I came back, like I feel like that was cool that I linked up with a young homie, because he was always so persistent about like every day. Like he was always.
I feel that. I feel like when I was, me and Gio were always together all the time. My full. He's insane with me for a minute. Fucking, he helped me out hella with working work, getting back in the bike ride, I get clips again, basically filming on the phone, angles and shit. You know, my old ass just get the camera, have the homie, Bob, Elk, Roy, one of them fools was filming. They had all that. I didn't know.
That was one of the weirdest coming back for me from those 6 years. Like we weren't doing, when we came up, we weren't doing cell phone clips on there. There was no Instagram and shit. Like every now and then, someone would be homie, like one of the homies would be lucky to have a camera. Like like a film camera, but no one was really doing edits and shit. So it was like no one was really seeing the shit. Like we were talking about that one time. A lot of times you had to like improve your, like if you said, "Oh, I hit so and so," and shit. Like it was hella scary. The homies would be like, "We're here." Like
do it now.
You said you hit it. Like so like now you can kind of want it like.
You do it by yourself.
You can do it by yourself, and you got to.
It's crazy. I remember that shit too.
That's how you kind of earn hell. You end up having to hit it like 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
List, and then I remember, to me, the first person that stalked it was Nishiki. Yeah, Nishiki's like, hey, what's documented? No, never happened.
Hey, that's another homie. When I honestly, real shit, when I first came up riding in high school, Nishiki was like in the everyday, crew, because he worked at the Lodi skate park. Used to have like a little room, like not a shack, but like a little spot before you came in, like a shop.
Okay.
And he used to work in the shop. And you have to pay to get in there back in the day at nighttime. And I used to work there, and like shit, we all became hella tight. And Yeah, that was the boy, dude.
So every time you went there, he was there.
Yeah, and we had my boy Lowe's, the canal jump on Hardy Lane. My boy, he'll know what I'm talking about. Hardy Lane, the canal jump out there, dope, bro. We used to ride out there from Stockton all the time. It was like the canal came and it bends, and at the top it had a fat like a bonsai where it dips down, and a fat fucking lip, and it was already on top of the levee, like, dude.
Damn, that's what's up.
You know the bros, like we're talking about Lodi bros, they kept that shit on point, dude.
On point, for sure. And this is definitely he's a staple in the like, Central Valley BMX for sure.
I have hella pictures of him I just found from way back in the day. He was wearing it, his helmet and shit. He was doing crooked rides and shit though. He was doing like ahead of us. It was pretty wet. Dude.
I remember Drewski was proud of it when they had I think both of them, Drew and Matt, were on the news at Love That Park or something.
Oh, really?
Bikes or something like that.
Oh, I think I do remember Drew being on
They spray painted no bikes on the ground or some shit like that. So like the city tried to keep the bikes out for a while, and those two were the ones that got them back in. Something like that, like working at the bike shop, right by it or something.
Yeah. That sounds kind of familiar. Drew was a shredder, dude. What? Well, that fool, when he stayed in Stockton for a while at his mom's house, like he used to come to Stockton Park and like shut it down, bro. Like it would be hella cracking, and he would just pull up and he rode so fast and like aired shit out, and everyone kind of knew who he was. Everyone would sit down and shit. And that's what part of the, you know what I mean, Drew tour and shit. Like,
hey, same at Modesto, when he came through and Ryan Tom was there and Garrett was there, nobody else rode. Spine was taken by Garrett, gaps were taken by all three, and then him and Tom just kind of mashing around the hip. Nobody got there. A couple people did, a couple people got smacked. it was pretty fucking scary and pretty fucking loud.
Yeah, that was fun with that fool.
Those two fools right there kind of shaped me.
Oh yeah,
For sure. Ishki's the one that put me on the sidekick game, how to get a little skate park, ramp tramps. He taught me how to get on them. Remember the cell phone, the sidekick?
Oh yeah.
It said sidekick, iPhone, shit, first came out. I was when I met Ishki and shit. What's it like, rough riding? People that ain't been out there, the hair stock is pretty ghetto, dirty, grimy, all that. What's it like riding out there, like trying to find spots and film and all that like pretty nonsense?
I think honestly, if you come out looking for spots and shit, you're pretty much good, dude. Yeah, I mean, unless you're really like, I mean, anyone can be at the wrong place, wrong time and get robbed. Like the chance is there. But if you're coming looking for spots, like minding your own business, like pretty much good, dude. For me, it's just like I've been there for so long. I know the do's and don'ts and where to go and not to go. But if you're coming from, if you've never been there before and shit, and you're going like past the downtown district and shit, you might want to like just try to tap into it.
Just try.
Oh yeah,
Just try the most wildest things you see, like while you're out there riding and shit stopping. Just pick one. He said a lot of shit. Which one?
Just yesterday I was downtown. I turned the corner. Homie's just banging heroin in his arm and shit in broad daylight. I mean, wow.
It is what it is.
People pulling out guns, like just session at a spot, and all of a sudden fools are shooting right there. Like it's all, dude.
You never know. You never know.
Funny shit though. A lot of times though, it's not all.
There is a lot of.
There's characters, bro. Like I don't want to just make it seem like it's horrible at it because it's not. Like I feel like it's cool. I have hella fun down there.
Alright, cool. So now this is the part where I'll be asking everybody that comes on just some questions, like a little rapid fire, this, that. Just whenever I ask you, just answer like whatever first thing comes to your mind. You just like answer whatever.
Oh, really?
Ready? You got cassettes or coasters?
Cassettes, alright.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on. Let's see, Swishers or Stoves?
Both?
Yes. Not many people know this, but if you see them with the Swisher pack, it may not be split. It just be puffed.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, yeah. I've been known to smoke a Swisher full, bro. Catch me blowing a Swish in one and a Stogie in the other.
Hey.
For real. Nah, I've been trying to come back though, but nah,
I know you're not drinking no more, but when you were, was it beers or bottles?
both. Well, it was bad. For both.
Both.
Yeah. Both. Yeah.
Whatever was there.
Yeah.
Shots or shotguns?
Shots or shotguns?
Shots. Take shots or shotgun beers?
Shots.
Okay. Outdoor, indoor.
Outdoor? Wait, weed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the general.
No.
Weed, come on, indoor.
Backwoods or swishers?
Swishers.
Okay. Papers or joints or blunts?
Blunts.
Let's see.
Sorry to my backward boys, but I mean, like 80% of the time I'm probably getting this, if we're keeping it real.
Well, if you buy a pack of woods, 80% of the time you only get 1 out of 3 or 5 you're getting that you can use.
I'm a conservator a lot too, so like I'm not really throwing like a dove and shit and like that. Like,
yeah.
Throw a solid little gram in a swish.
So you gotta be that. Let's see. Oh, Hawk or big. Okay. Mozzie or lab.
Why are you gonna do that?
We don't got it. We can skip over it.
Lab, bro.
Alright. Tinder or sliding DMs?
Whoa, sliding DMs.
Okay. Blondes or brunettes?
Brunettes.
The discreets or the freaks?
Ooh, discreets.
Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Rails or ledges?
Rails, like.
Alright. Ramps or streets?
Streets.
Discreets. Triple whips or X-up grinds?
Hands up, grinds, well.
Oh, dang.
What's a triple whip?
Yes.
They playing video games in your book.
So speaking of video games, Dave Merritt BMX or Matt Hoffman BMX?
Matt Hoffman BMX.
Okay. So this is the part, finish the sentence. I ask everybody a question, I start a phrase, and then I just let everybody finish. Best abilities, say whatever comes. I'm from the Valley and
Stockton's the heart.
hey, okay. Growing up in Stockton.
It was crazy.
Okay. First thing I do when I wake up.
Piss.
Alright. First thing I do when I go to ride.
Stretch.
Every time I try to get a clip.
I eat shit. Lately.
Oh shit, okay. Whenever my bike breaks, I
Keep riding it.
hey, okay, right until the motherfucking wheels fall off and the spokes bust on that bitch.
You feel me?
Riding bikes to me is
Like, no, I thought riding bikes to me, it's something I love to do. I just love it, bro. Eat.
my name is Ryan and I
My name is Ryan, and you gotta throw me with a mixer. I feel like I'm in AA and shit, bro.
My bad, bro. I couldn't even hold that in.
We're gonna do this like AA. Yo, my name is Ryan Hallum, and I'm a recovering BMXer. I'm out here washed up, catch me double pegging shit through your city, banging TBM, ValleyBiz, my boy. Signing out.
I'm gone. Salute.
That's that.